joining me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much for all of your continued love and support. And let's get right into today's video. So today's video is something I'm actually surprised I haven't done before on my channel, just because I really enjoy Dollar Tree and Dollar Tree makeup. But I'm going to be doing a full face of all makeup products that come from Dollar Tree. Now the only thing that did not come from Dollar Tree is the foundation. Unfortunately, my Dollar Tree didn't have anything in my shade. They only had dark and light. They didn't have any medium. And I didn't want this to be like a total fail. So I just went to the Family Dollar that was near the Dollar Tree, and I just picked this up. It was $2 and it is LA Colors, which most of the products in this video are going to be from LA Colors. So I figured this was close enough. I was able to find a primer. The only thing I couldn't find was concealer, so I'm just going to skip it. But I did get this smoothing face primer by LA Colors. This is in the peach. So it says that it neutralizes dark spots. I'm hoping as I blend it in, it won't look so like white. So the primer is on. I do feel like it was kind of light for my skin, but I also think that it did even out like all the dark spots on my face, like under my eyes and like some scars that I have. So this worked pretty well, but we'll see like how the makeup layers on top of it. Now for the part that I'm nervous about, which is the foundation. I really couldn't even find a good color match at Family Dollar. They had like maybe 5 colors, and this one looks like it might be a little too like, I don't know, like light for me, like pinkish. But it was honestly like the closest thing I could find. So I do like how it comes with a pump. It's very sanitary. This definitely looks pretty like peach toned, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna take my sponge and see how it looks. I don't really feel like this is giving me like any coverage. I tried doing like a second layer, and I feel like most of the coverage that I have on my face is from the primer, but I mean, it's not terrible. It's blending into my skin better than I thought it would. So I feel like the coverage wasn't the best, but if you're looking for something more natural, I guess this would work well. I don't think it's a very good match for my skin, but I mean, for today's video, it looks okay, I guess. So before I get into like powder and bronzer and blush, I'm gonna actually do my brows. I have this brow cream gel. I always use like a pomade to fill in my brows, so I'm really excited to see how this works. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to take this brush from Shop Miss A. It's just kind of like a flat angled brush. And let's see how it works. I really like the way this brow came out, but this one I always have trouble with, so let's see how it goes. So I actually like the way my brows came out. This works pretty good. I don't think it's as pigmented as the brow pomade that I get from Shop Miss A, but this works pretty good, and it's a lot more convenient to pick this up at Dollar Tree as opposed for ordering it online and like waiting for it to come in. They didn't have any concealer, so I'm just gonna go right in with powder. I got this pressed powder from LA Colors in the shade Nude. I'm just gonna take the little sponge and apply a little bit extra like under my eyes. So I do feel like it gave me a little more coverage. I'm just gonna take a brush and put it all over. I really like this powder. It set my makeup really nicely, and it doesn't look too like cakey, and it did provide a little extra coverage, which I liked. So next I'll go in with bronzer, and this is from the Color Workshop, and it's the Poolside Glam collection. And it looks, I thought it was a matte bronzer, but when I looked at it a little bit closer, it does look like there is some shimmer to it. I'm just gonna take a brush and see how it works. I actually really liked this bronzer as well. It doesn't leave my skin looking like orangey. I don't really see the shimmer too much, but I really like this. I think it looks really nice. I would definitely recommend trying this out. So next, I did pick up some blush. I got this Velvety Finish powder blush by LA Colors in Peach Rose, and it is a little shimmery. I normally don't really like shimmery blushes, but this one, I thought the color was so pretty that I just wanted to try it. I love peach blush. So this is what it looks like. It does come with this little like brush. I'm gonna just take this out though. I'm not gonna use this. I'm just gonna use my regular angled blush brush. And I do like to go in very lightly with my blush. I don't like it to look too heavy. I think the blush is really pretty. I don't know if you can really tell, but it kind of has like a sheen to it. I really love the color of this blush, but I don't know how crazy I am about the shimmer. I just feel like because I'm gonna put highlight on, and I feel like that might look like too much, but we'll see how it looks. But I do love the color of it, and it's very natural and soft, but it's definitely buildable if you wanted a more dramatic look with your blush. I just like mine to be very light, so we'll see how it looks with the highlighter. Now this highlight right here, I haven't tried it, but I did have it beforehand. I just took it out of its package and never used it, but it's the Loose Face and Body Shimmer, and it's in the shade Magical Dust. So it's like a really pretty like pink color. I like the way this one works. I don't know if I like it as much as my other highlighter, but this one's pretty good. So now for eyeshadow, I have a couple different options. I do have this little LA Colors palette. This was in Valley Girl. It was part of that like era or decades collection. This was from the 90s, but I also wanted to try some new stuff, so I got by that same Color Workshop Poolside Glam, I got this color right here. I don't think it has a name. It's just like a nice it's like a nice peach color. And then I got this loose eyeshadow in Honeysuckle. So we'll see how it works. I'm gonna start with this one right here as like a transition shade. I'm just gonna take a crease brush and just put that all in my crease. So it's not overly pigmented, which I noticed right away, but it seems like it's buildable. I'm gonna go in again with a little bit more. So I really like the way this applied. I think it's a really pretty like peach color. So I'm just gonna go in with this palette right here now. A teeny little bit of this one. It's like a dark like matte brown, and I'm just gonna kind of use that to deepen up like towards the ends. Oh, and I should mention, I'm not like super good at makeup, if you couldn't tell. I'm just doing the best I can. I'm just gonna barely like tap in. Just a little bit more. So I will say that I feel like this little single shadow from Color Workshop was a little more pigmented than this brown shade. I did have to dip in it like maybe 3 times for this one, but I really like the way my eyeshadow came out. It's kind of natural, but I am going to add a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to use this color right here, the Honeysuckle one. So I'm just going to take this little brush part out. I'll just pour some into the lid. Just like a little bit here in the lid. And I'll just take this brush right here. And I do have this setting spray from LA Colors. It's this little like, you know, tiny travel sized one. I keep this in my purse. I kind of take it with me, so I already know I like this. I'm gonna give this a spray. I'm just gonna take some of this right here on the brush and apply it to my finger just to kind of top the more like wet shadow that I just put down. I really love the way this eyeshadow applied. It's such a pretty like champagne color, and it looks, it's not like super, you know, blinding or anything, but I really like it. It's very natural. I do like the way it applies better with just like your finger as opposed to a brush, but this is really good, especially for $1. So now I'm going to go in with the LA Colors matte liquid liner. This is one of my favorite eyeliners, so I already know that this works well for me. So I went ahead and I applied the liner to my top lid. So I'm just going to go back in with this dark brown and this little small brush and just kind of line my lower lash line. So now I'm going to do mascara. So I picked this one up around Valentine's Day, but I know that my store still sells these, and it's the Color Mates mascara. It doesn't say like a color, but I'm assuming it's black. Alright, so this is what it looks like out of the package. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like it's just like a black mascara, and I'm really picky about my mascara. My mascara, my foundation, so I'm curious to see how I like this. So it's not terrible, but not great. I just wanted you to see if you could tell the difference. This is the eye that I did the one coat of mascara, and then this eye doesn't have any, so you can tell the difference. But I'm gonna probably do 2 coats just to give it a fair chance. This is how it came out. I actually did, I did 2 coats, but then on this eye I did 3 just because I always have issues with these lashes. I like the way it applied to my bottom lashes better just because it didn't clump up on my lower lash line, which was really nice. But the top lashes, I have pretty decent lashes for the most part, so most drugstore mascaras work really well. This one, I don't know if I would use it again, but it is nice to have like in my purse just in case I just wanted to freshen up my mascara. This did layer up pretty well. It didn't get too clumpy. The last thing that I'm gonna do is lipstick. I bought both of these with part of that like decades era collections. I believe both, I think this was from this one was like from the 60s. This one is called Hot Dish, and this one is Foxy Mama. So I think I'm gonna try this one just because I tend to like more like neutral, like brown shades. So I'll see how this one looks. I don't have any liner from the Dollar Tree, so I'm just gonna use the lipstick. I actually really like this color, but it does feel very like moisturizing on my lips. It doesn't feel like, you know, thick or heavy. It's a really pretty color. I love this color right here. So all in all, I'm actually pretty impressed with how well my makeup came out. It's a very like natural, neutral look. That is pretty much everything, guys. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and if you like them or dislike them, whatever the case may be. But thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye.